Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with a quick video. This is just a quick update video about what's been going on with me this week. It has been an insane week. You saw my last video that I uploaded just this past Monday of this week, which was, at least at the time of this recording, last Monday was the 8th, and here we are on the 13th, Saturday. So, you know, one work week later. On the 8th, I got laid off from my job. Excuse me. Um, by the 12th, I actually got a job on Friday, the 12th, yesterday. And I had only really been looking for a job, put a lot of effort into it for about 3 days when I actually got it, which is absolutely insane to me. I have never experienced a turnaround that was that fast. But before I tell you about the job, I have to say that this week has been one of the most intense of my whole life. I always hear about the idle, unemployed people. And I've seen them. I definitely know they're real. In fact, I know some of my friends are kind of that way. And I've definitely known a number of them. But I'll tell you what, as for me, I didn't have time to be idle this past week. I met up with several recruiters, went on several interviews. I was incredibly busy this past week. In fact, next week, I don't start my job next week. I start the week after next week. Um, I have a few more people I need to meet up with and talk to. I feel like right now, and this is going to be a very funny analogy, I feel like the most popular girl in school. I've never, ever had, every time I've ever looked for a job in the past, I've never had the world beat a path to my door. Really, all I really did was upload my resume to a few different places, Career Builder, Monster, and some other ones. I honestly don't remember the names of every website uploaded them to. That's basically it. And the recruiters just, man, they were just like, coming at me. And that amazed me because the last time that I looked for a job, now granted it was a much different time, it was 2008 is when I started looking for a job, which of course was the worst possible time to do it because the economy had just crashed, due to the mortgage crisis and a number of other things. Excuse me, and I had a lot less experience back then than I do now, so I'm guessing those two things mixed together made it a lot tougher for me to find a job back then. But now it's like, it's almost like the world is my oyster as far as looking for a job in my trade, which of course is IT. Uh, it's a very different world from what I'm used to. I mean, the fact that I was unemployed for less than a week is amazing to me. The new position that I'm starting is not ideal. They're 12 and a half hour shifts. Yeah. They're basically, the way they do it is 3 days one week and then four. Basically, you work 3 days out of 7 one week and then 4 days out of 7 another week. And the location is pretty far from where I live. It's 37 miles, so it's like a 45-minute drive one way to work. And with those long hours, that is really going to suck on the days that I have to work. But, it's for a 3-month contract. I can live with it for 3 months, and it will allow me to search for other employment while I have that, while I'm working that contract. So, because it's much better to work than not to work, to continue the income coming in consistently is a lot better than relying simply on unemployment, because unemployment, of course, is a mere fraction of what your actual income is. It's nowhere near what your income is. So it's a hell of a lot better to get that than unemployment. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm rolling. It's just utterly amazing to me that things are going this way, and I have no doubt that I will find by the end of the 3 months a position that actually really is right for me. Hopefully something a lot closer to home, better hours, at least more sane hours. Excuse me. All that, and something I'm just better suited for. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's been an intense week, a lot of work. Hell, I worked a lot harder this week than I ever did when I had a job. And I think the reason for that is when you have a job, you pretty much know what your tasks are going to be. You can become efficient at your tasks and carry them out effectively. Whereas in a situation like mine, there are countless variables. You never know what's going to happen next. And it's a lot harder to keep up with everything because it's such a huge deluge of things that are happening compared to just working a job. So, anyway, guys, I'm not going to be talking. My next videos that I upload will probably be about audio stuff again. I would like to get back to that instead of just talking about my job and all that. But in the meantime, let me know in the comments below what you think about, if you've had experiences like this with jobs or whatever after you've been laid off. What were your experiences? Good, bad? Were you able to pursue another opportunity? I mean, I think for me, I'm an overnight success story that took 12 years of hard work. Basically, it took me getting 12 years of IT experience and getting laid off at, I guess, a relatively good time to be laid off in the industry with the experience that I have to be in this position. It's not the worst position in the world to be in, I guess. I mean, because now at least I know, since I'm out there and I'm actively looking, I will get at least a good market value for my labor at the end. Because honestly, I thought before that I was underpaid for what I was doing. So I at least will now know pretty much for a fact that I will get a good market rate for what I'm looking at. So anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this whole thing up. If you did like what you see, as always, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.